Hey everybody, how's everyone doing tonight? Welcome to the Capitol 10-year reopening anniversary here in Lebanon. Appreciate everybody coming out and tell some jokes tonight, a little bit different from the music we've seen earlier, but hopefully you guys appreciate them and can laugh along and humor me a little bit and my family who came out to watch me tonight. So first thing I want to do is maybe close your eyes and just picture for a moment someone who used to work customer service at Dell Technologies, who's driven for Uber for 7 years, and for the sake of this joke, I'll say they live in Lebanon. Sorry, I messed up my own joke. Now you can open your eyes, and I'll bet you didn't guess that this pale, pasty white guy sitting in front of you is that guy that I was just talking about. So that's my career history right there, working for Dell Technologies. I currently drive for Uber around Lebanon and around Nashville, and been doing that for about 6 years here in Tennessee. So yeah, maybe I'll drive you home tonight if you guys need a ride outside. But you're probably waiting for Mahmoud or Muhammad, right? That's what you're probably guessing when you close your eyes. But that's all right. That's all right. We're my people here in Lebanon. A little racy, but I think I know where you're getting at. So speaking of a little racy here, I've got this joke about these 3 guys that were in a race. One was from Finland, the other one was from Thailand, and the other one was from Russia. Do you know that they were rushing to the finish, but there was a tie?
Like Russia?
So, and
Let's do it!
anybody have any favorite buffets out there? The favorite restaurants you guys like to go to here in Lebanon? We've got Shoney's, we've got CC's.
Yeah.
How about you, little girl?
Town Social.
Okay. Town Social.
Town Social is what she said.
Town Social, all right, there we go. We've got Golden Corral up in Hermitage, we've got Pizza Hut in Donaldson on a Tuesday. We've got our family's favorite, which is, where did we just go?
What's your favorite pizza?
Pizza Ranch. We got Pizza Ranch out in Hendersonville we like to go to. So, we just went out there the other night. Anybody else ever go to a restaurant, maybe Town Square Social, and see the other incoming guests as competition, like you do at a buffet? I think you know what I'm talking about. You know, see people coming in, you're like, I better go grab my second or third plate before they get a hand on all the food up there. So I feel like doesn't apply to all restaurants, but at a buffet, that's kind of how I feel. Anyone else wonder why, well, at least in the men's room, I was kind of wondering the other night why there's only one stall in the men's room at a buffet. I feel like they should probably plan accordingly a little bit better. We all know that if you go into CC's, you may leave maybe a couple pounds lighter than when you came in, so they should probably put a couple more stalls in the restaurant, that's all I'm saying.
Oh my God.
How about the Lebanon Premium Outlets? You guys drive by lately? I know they're all shut down, but have you guys seen they covered up the premium part of the sign? I don't know how long ago they did that, but I guess once Eddie Bauer went down, they just figured we're not really premium anymore, but they spent the money to cover up the premium part of the sign, and everything else is all lit up, so I'm not sure who's paying for
you're
that.
gonna hurt.
I don't want it to break on.
But as I mentioned earlier, I drive for Uber, and early one morning I was driving home. I was going by the Wilson County Fairgrounds here in Lebanon. I noticed this car following me. I don't know if anybody else does what I do, but when a car is following me late at night, I tend to swerve a little bit this way and see if I can bounce the lights of the street lights off the sirens of the police car if that's what's following me behind me. I also noticed, I found out the hard way, that if you do that, and you swerve like this and swerve like that, they think you've had a little too much to drink. So soon enough, there were some blue lights that were bouncing off the car behind me, and I knew who was following me at that point. So I pulled over to the side of the road. The officer asked if I had been drinking, and I told him I was driving passengers home all night, and I was just on my way home myself, and hadn't had anything to drink. He asked me to get out of my car and asked if I had any weapons, and since I had nothing to hide, I got out of my car. He shined the light in my eyes, checked my pupils, told me, you know, sir, I believe you may have a lazy eye. And I did not think that was why I got pulled over. But, come to find out, at 3 o'clock in the morning, those Lebanon sheriffs could tell you, or those Wilson County sheriffs could tell you if you have a lazy eye. So if you're out there and you're always wondering for a diagnosis at 3 o'clock in the morning and not have to go to the eye doctor, there may be a sheriff out there that can help you out. So any of you come from a bigger family out there? Anybody have a larger family, some kids, that maybe some siblings or some kids of your own? Anybody out there? Well, we've got 4 kids. We've got 2 here tonight with me. 2 of my older ones are here tonight. And I'm sure you can imagine the bath time's always a lot of fun. There's all these tears and screaming and crying, and I'm just talking about my wife. And there's so much splashing going on in the tub that by the time we wash up the younger 2, there's so much water outside the tub that we just drain the tub and take the other 2 out to bathe in the pool that's outside the tub that the first 2 made.
I don't remember that. Yeah, me either.
Anyone else here use the best babysitters in town? You know what they are? All right, they're tablets. You haven't found out yet. They run just about as long as the battery can take, and they are pretty good babysitters if you guys need to spend some time to yourselves. Keep the kids occupied. What about ghetto baby monitors? Anybody else use one of those lately? You know, the regular baby monitors, they lose. I mean, you go outside and you can't hear anything anymore. The reception breaks up and you can't hear anything. But I'm telling you, a ghetto baby monitor is my invention. You buy a burner phone, you start the call before you leave the baby's room, you turn it on, and then you take your phone to be the person on the other end, and you go out for a night in the town. They go for miles and miles, these cell phones. I mean, let me tell you, ghetto baby monitors, burner phones, one and the same in my house. Has anyone been afraid of memory loss before? Has anyone been afraid of memory loss before? I don't know how older people do these alarm systems. I mean, do they make the codes 1, 2, 3, 4? Do they put a post-it note next to the alarm and they kind of defeats the purpose of having the alarm system in the first place? Anyone here big college football fans? Anyone out there like college football teams? Yeah? Who's your favorite team? I'm a big Penn State college football fan. They've got a big chant. Sorry, I can't appease any Burnt Orange fans or Roll Tide fans we may have out there tonight. I'm a big Penn State football fan. So maybe some people know the chant that Penn State has. If one person yells, "We are," the other people are supposed to yell back. There we go. They're supposed to yell back, "Penn State." And then you wait for the other person. At the end of the chant, people say, "Thank you," and "You're welcome." They're all very polite about it, but it goes back and forth for a while. Maybe a few too many "We are" and Penn State's back and forth, but you know, you get the idea. We're cheering for our team. So one night I was out working, and I saw a guy with a Penn State hat on, and you know, here in Tennessee it's not too common to come across, and so I thought I'd be a fellow fan and chant to him, "We are," and see if he responded, to see if he was a real true fan or not. And so, as he left for the evening, he said, "Have a good night, sir," "Have a good night, sir." And I had in my mind already to do the chant with him, and so I said, "We are!" And I was really not the right response at the same time, "You have a good night." so he didn't really respond back with the Penn State answer that I expected. I think he just thought I was crazy. I tried to explain myself to him and thought I was even more crazy, but it didn't really work out the way I wanted. But speaking of sports, you guys work out in here? Anybody go to the gym here in Lebanon or surrounding towns?
Me.
Yes? All right, well anyone think that it's a little bit crazy to try to park as close as you can to the gym? Doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose of going there for a workout? I mean, it's okay if you're disabled and maybe handicapped spots, but I think going to the gym, maybe all of us should try to park a little bit further away and start our workout a little bit earlier. Speaking of working out, I spent a good amount of time during COVID eating better and exercising more, and I was able to lose 70 pounds. I've gained a little bit of the weight back lately. The past year or so, I've been taking a little bit easy, lost a little bit of my discipline from eating, and you know, I've just been starting to buy my clothes a little bit size higher. It reminds me of these pants that I had wanted to come out with a few years ago. You know how women, when they're pregnant, they have these maternity pants that they have like this sheer lining that goes over their stomachs and tucks it in a little bit, and you got these elastic waistbands. So for guys like myself that maybe yo-yo a little bit on their weight and go up and down and are tired of buying pants that are another size higher when they've already lost weight, I came out with this line of pants. They're called man-ternity pants. And they've got this line of spandex that goes around your gut, and that way when you do gain back a little bit of weight, you can put your spandex lining over your gut and tuck it in and don't have to worry about buying a size higher and embarrassing yourself. So check out my line of man-ternity pants one day, guys. They'll be out there in the stores. So, you know, people say that drinking can lead to gaining weight. I'm not saying that I drink a lot of alcohol, and that's not the reason I've gained some weight back. I just enjoy eating and going to buffets and gaining some weight back. So, but, you know, people say that if you stop drinking and stop drinking alcohol, you could lose a few pounds. But, I mean, I think they're a little bit crazy when they say that, because my wife, she stopped drinking for 9 months when she was pregnant, and she didn't lose a pound. So I suppose for those of us out there, if you have trouble losing weight, there's always CC's, right? Thanks, guys. Thanks for my time for tonight.
Are you your daddy's biggest fan?
Say good job, Daddy.